Hi, welcome to the channel where I post challenging math problem video daily. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So without further delay, let's start. Today, a determinant problem is given in which it says if A1, A2, A3, A4 up to A9 are in HP and A4 equal to 5 and A5 equal to 4, then the value of this determinant A1, 2, 3, A4, 5, 6, A7, 8, 9 is equal to these four options are given. So how do we proceed? So let's first start with the given condition that A1, A2, A3 up to A9 are in HP. So we can write as 1 by A1, 1 by A2 up to 1 by A9 are in AP. So this A4 is given as 5. So 1 by A4 is 1 by 5. So 1 by A4 can be written as 1 by A1 plus 3D and minus 1 into D. So 3D. And similarly, 1 by A5 is 1 by 4 and that is 1 by A1 plus 4D. So from these two equation, we can solve the value of D. So D can be written as 1 by 5 minus 1 by 4. Sorry, 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5. Okay. So this is 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5. Okay. Now D is 1 by 20. So if we substitute the value of D in either of these equations, so we get the value of A1. So let's say we put this in this equation, first equation. So 3 by 20. So 1 by A1 is 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3 by 20. So this is 20 and this is 4 minus 3 means 1. Okay, so A1 equal to 20. Now if we calculate the value of A2, so A2 can be written as say 1 by A2 equal to 1 by A plus D. So 1 by A means 1 by 20 plus D is 1 by 20, so means 2 by 20. Now 1 by A3 is 1 by A1 plus 2D. So that is 1 by 20 plus 2 by 20 means this is 3 by 20 and so on. So for any expression AR can be written as 20 by R. Okay, so where R equal to 1, 2, 3 up to 9. Okay, now this information we will use it in later. So now this equation that we have to find the value of this determinant. Okay, so let's solve this determinant first. 7, 8, 9. Okay, now what we can do is we can simply use our properties. So first we can use as if C1 can be written as C1 minus C2 and C2 can be written as C2 minus C3. So here A1 minus A2, A4 minus A5, then A7 minus A8 and A2 minus A3, A5 minus A6, A8 minus A9, and this is A9, A6 and A9. Okay, now this A1 minus A2. So let's say if we solve 1 by A1 minus 1 by A2 equal to uh, okay, what we can do is A1 minus A2 now. I can write 1 by A2 equal to 1 by a1 plus d. So 1 by a2 minus 1 by a1 equal to d. So a1 a2 a1 minus a2 equal to d. So a1 minus a2 can be written as d into a1 a2. Okay, so we can write this a1 a2 as d into a1 a2. Similarly, a2 minus a3 can be written as d into a2 a3 and a3. Similarly, d into a4 a5, d into a5 a6 and d into a7 a8, then d into a8 a9 and a9. Okay, now what we can do is take in d common from the first column and d common from the second column, so we can write this as d square. And similarly we have left with this expression a4 a5 a7 a8 a2 a3 a3 a5 a6 a6 a8 a9 a9. Okay, now what we can do is we add this two column, means we can use the operation in C1, we add C1 plus C2. So what we can get is, if we add in, so we can write A1 plus A3 into A2. Okay, so let's suppose this, we know this A1, A2, A3 are in HP, all these terms. So A2 is the HM between these two numbers, A1 and A3. So A2 can be written as 2A1 A3 by A1 plus A3. So A2 into A1 plus A3 equal to 2 into A1 A3. So similarly, all this expression can be written as, so just let me write this first this uh, column operations we have done, the C1 as C1 plus C2. So we just writing this once, then we will use our property, okay, for HM. So let me write this first. So this is A5 A6 A6, and this is A8 A9 A9, and this is A7 plus A9 into A8. Okay, now we use the property of this HM. So d square, so we can write this as 2a1 a3. So this is 2a1 a3. Now this is 2 a4 a6, and this is 2 a7 a9. Okay, and here it is a2 a3 a5 a6 and a8 a9, and this is a3 a6 and a9. Okay, now what we can do is taking 2 common from this first column and a3 from the first row. Similarly, A6 from the second row and A9 from the third row. So we can write this as A3, A6 and A9. So we have left with, this is A1, A4, A7, there A2, A5, A8, and there it is 1, 1 and 1. Okay, now just we simply do this row operation as in R1 we can write R1 minus R2, and in R2 we can write R2 minus R3. So what we have here is 2d square A3 A6 A9. So A1 minus A4, A4 minus A7 and A7, and A2 minus A5, A5 minus A8, 8, then 0, 0, 1. Now we can open this uh, determinant from the last row. So opening from row 3. Okay. So opening from R3. Okay. So we have 2d square, a3, a6, a9, and this is a1 minus a4 into a5 minus a8 minus a2 minus a5 into a4 minus a7. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now just substitute the values of all. Okay, so 2 d square, d is 1 by 20. So this is 1 by 20 square into a3. A3 means and we know AR equal to 20 by R. Okay. Now this is 20 by 3, 20 by 6, and 20 by 9. So we can write this as 20 cube by 369. Inside it is A1. A1 means 20. A4 means 20 by 4. A5 means 20 by 5. Then 20 by 8 minus 20 by 2, 20 by 5, then 20 by 4 minus 20 by 7. Okay. Now taking this common, what we can take as common as this 20 and 20 means 20 square is getting out. So we can write this is 1 minus 1 by 4. So 1 minus 1 by 4 means 3 by 4 into this is 1 by 5 minus 1 by 8. So we can write this as 5 into 8 minus 3. Okay. Now this is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5 means 10, and here it is minus 3. Okay. So minus 3 into sorry, this is plus 3. So this is plus 3, sorry, and this is also plus 3. I think. Yes, 8 minus 5. Okay, and now this is 4 into 7, and this is 3. Okay, so this 20 square will get cancelled. So 2 into 20 cube, 3 into 6 into 9 into we take 3 into 3 means 9 out. So 9 out divided by this, we have 4, and we have 8 into 40. We take 40 out. Okay. So what we have left with this uh, 16 minus, here it is 1 by uh, I think 7. Yes. And just a minute. Watch. This is 4. This is 4. Okay. Yes. So this 9 will get cancelled, and this is uh, 20. This is 20 square. So 20 square divided by 3 into 6 into this is 28, and this is 3. So 3 will get cancelled. So we can write this as 20 square means 20 into 20 divided by 6 into 28. So 4 7 4 5 3 10 50 by 21. Okay, so The answer to this question is option C. Okay. So this is all for today. See you in the next video.